Hey guys, it's Alex with Mage's Library. Thanks for coming back. Took the official carrying box to the post office. It was all full of envelopes. And went to the game store to get some shipping boxes. I made some Theros Common and Common playsets today. And I decided I wanted you guys to actually watch. There was no reason to put you through organizing Theros or Journey into Nyx or Reborn of the Gods. So I came back home with this thing in the box. I got this. I want to try to finish off another Common and Common playset of Guilds of Ravnica. And I have 3 Steam vents. So that's what I'm hoping for on the business side of it. But personally, my Alaria the War Leader deck could really use a foil Steam vents. I always keep the foil, so anything that you see on here is going to be me. But hopefully I come across that Steam vents, and then I'll double check the inventory and see if I can finish off a Common Uncommon playset. I'll have to pull, I'm thinking I'll have to pull a few of the uncommons off of the TCG player to finish off the set. So here's a hatchery spider. That's cool. Awesome. I'm winning so far. I think I gave some guy $5 at one point to get 50 of those things. So that should put me up to 51, you know, just in case one of those pro players ever does something with it. I'm in a good position. Here's Alaria, the Exemplar of Justice. I think the only time I sold that was in TCG player during the pre-sale. Otherwise, I think I'm just sitting on that thing. But I'm not using that in my commander deck. I'm too much of a fanboy. I'm too much of a nerd who's into the lore to have Alaria the War Leader and Alaria Exemplar of Justice in the same deck. I know that they changed the rule, but I'm not on board with that. So I can't make other people do it, but I can hold myself to a standard. Here's the Legion War Boss. Nothing I'm too excited about, only because it came in that guild kit, so it's everywhere. Everyone's got it. An Assassin's Trophy. This was pretty popular. I think I already have a set of that going right now. That was a weird one. I remember that one being $30 at release, and now it's down to, I think it's like down to $10 on TCG and eBay. Here's my first foil, my Henri Goblin. He's not. Here's a risk factor. I think I need 2 more of those to make a playset to get that back on eBay. I do warehouse my inventory on TCG player in a way that if you want to buy it, I have a few cards there. But then that way I can keep my numbers current and pay attention to what's going on. And then when I get to playset of 4. I'll usually move it over to eBay. So your opportunity to buy it from me is then and there when it's on TCG player. I have different reasons for doing that, different prerogatives. It's just what I do. So, but nothing. I'm not too excited. This guy's moving. I can't remember what my last price is, but I remember reading this guy and thinking, oh, this was pretty cool when he came out. And so I priced it a little bit higher, and I made the right decision. Eventually, I was packing out one of my reimbursement invoices, and all of that, all the copies that I had ended up selling at the price I had it. So here we go, Midnight Rider, that's cool. Or Midnight Reaper, that's cool. I was just talking about that guy. It's going to be a cool foil. I was going to pick up one of those nice black Ultra Pro binders, and the black sleeves that I like. I was considering starting to work on my foil set of Guilds of Ravnica. I wanted to try to complete one for myself. I don't like to buy the singles from other people. It kind of ruins it for me. I do want to do it through booster packs. This is one that I'm thinking about buying just because it's so cheap. Whenever I see one of the big box stores that has 58 copies of this for 7 or 10 cents, and it goes for any rare, you never know. I can't predict it. I can't predict the future. I'm not gonna. Here's a foil Child of Night. That looks pretty cool. I like this artwork. how she looks like she's forming into a person, or can shapeshift into a dust cloud or something. I'm not sure, but that looks cool. I like the foiling on the mouth and the eyes. That looks real cool, the way it reflects. My first dual land, an Overgrown Tomb. But I was talking about the rares. I personally feel that any rares that end up on TCG Player and they're that cheap, it's not. It's something that I do. I like to buy those up and just warehouse them, keep them. Again, you never know. I was just at the store. Here's a Sonic Assault foil. That looks pretty cool. I like this Minotaur. He's like losing his mind. He's like, I belong in Theros. And just getting some updates and kind of hearing what's going on in the market. I know that yesterday my my Alaria's Fury from Gate Crash almost sold out, and then I ended up jumping ahead and on the price significantly. But you never know. It's a Darksteel card, and I think it got reprinted in Battle Bond. That was the other thing I was mentioning, Michaeloth Lattice, or I can't remember the name, but the way things go, you never know what's going to spike and what's going to pick up. So yeah, it's like buying penny stocks, and I don't recommend it for anybody. There we go. There's my Steam vents. So I'm actually going to convert my 3 that I have listed on TCG Player into a relisting on eBay for the playset. I'll do that when I get done getting those last few packs open. But I'm not really seeing anything for my Alaria deck in the way of foils. What's in my Alaria the War Leader deck right now is pretty much what's going to be in there. So I'm just slowly upgrading them to the foil copies as I come across them. The Spark is coming out here in a couple weeks. I was disappointed to learn that my game store is having, the one that I like to support, is having some issues, and they missed the pre-release qualifications on Night of Autumn. This one's interesting. I think this one could do something. I think someone a little more creative or more concerned about being in the competitive deck scene is going to do something with that card.